Chosen one, come closer. Breathe for a moment and listen with your spirit, not just your ears. Something rare, something spiritual, something dangerous is rising in the atmosphere around November 23rd. And if you've been feeling it, the pressure, the tension, the strange heaviness in your chest, the sudden alertness in your spirit, it's not random, it's not your imagination, it's not anxiety, it's a signal. Because on November 23rd, there are 7 signs that only appear for people whose divine calling is waking up. Signs that don't show up for the average person, signs that don't visit the distracted, the confused, or the spiritually asleep. These signs visit only those who were chosen long before they even understood why they were different. And here's the part most people will never understand. You don't choose a divine calling. A divine calling chooses you. Most people miss it because they're busy. Most people ignore it because it feels uncomfortable. Most people think November 23rd is just another day on the calendar. But you are not most people. You've always known that something about your life was set apart. You've always felt like you didn't fully belong. You've always sensed that you were being watched over, guided, pulled, and protected. And that's why this message found you. Not by accident, not by coincidence, not by curiosity. It found you because your calling is starting to move. Pay attention, because if even one of these 7 signs shows up on November 23rd, your life will not go back to normal. You will feel a shift in your spirit first, a shift that feels like pressure leaving your body, a shift that feels like a door opening inside your chest, a shift that feels like heaven whispering, "Get ready." This is the moment you've been prepared for. Because November 23rd is not a random date, it's a spiritual checkpoint, a divine activation moment assigned to the few, the chosen, the awakened. You may notice your environment feels strange. You may feel disconnected from certain people. You may feel more emotional, more alert, more sensitive. You may catch chills for no reason. You may feel a wave of peace and danger at the same time. That is your spirit adjusting to the frequency of your calling. Your life until now has been training. Your pain had a purpose. Your silence had a purpose. Your isolation had a purpose. Your delays had a purpose. And on November 23rd, that purpose begins to reveal itself. Chosen one. The reason you're hearing this is because something inside you is being awakened. Something powerful. Something ancient. Something unstoppable. This is not motivation. This is not a prediction. This is not nice words. This is a warning. This is a signal. This is a spiritual alert. Because once the signs appear, once the shift begins, once your spirit recognizes the activation, you can't go back to who you were. Your relationships will shift. Your mindset will evolve. Your confidence will rise. Your enemies will be exposed. Your purpose will become louder than your fear. This is the moment your life prepares to break open. And if you're still listening, your spirit already knows. November 23rd is not coming to visit you. It's coming to change you. Now pay close attention. Because if even one of these 7 signs touches your life, your divine calling is officially being activated. Comment, "I'm ready for my November 23rd activation." Chosen one. Here's the first sign that your November 23rd calling activation has already begun. You start feeling an unusual pull away from people, even people you normally enjoy. It's like your spirit suddenly wants silence instead of conversations, stillness instead of noise, distance instead of distractions. You wake up and you don't want to be around crowds. You don't want unnecessary text messages. Small talk feels draining. Noise feels irritating. Chaotic environments feel unbearable. It's like your soul is whispering, "Step back. Something is coming. Prepare." This shift doesn't come from sadness. It doesn't come from depression. It doesn't come from rejection. It comes from spiritual separation. Heaven pulling you into a quiet place so you can hear what everyone else is too busy to notice. When your calling is about to activate, God isolates you on purpose. He separates you from noise so you can hear His instruction. He pulls you away from certain people because they can't go where you're going. He disconnects you from certain energies because He is preparing your spirit for something bigger than your current circle can understand. This isolation is not punishment. It's preparation energy. You might find yourself wanting to go home early. You may feel uncomfortable in places you used to enjoy. You might feel like your spirit is tightening, like something inside you is shifting. You might notice yourself sitting in silence without even realizing how long you've been quiet. This is your spirit adjusting to a higher frequency. It's your intuition clearing out distractions. It's your destiny pulling you inward so guidance can come outward. And here's the part most people never notice. Right before a divine activation happens, heaven removes noise from your path. People become distant. Plans get canceled. You lose interest in things that once entertained you. Your conversations become shorter. Your patience becomes slimmer. Your desire for alone time grows stronger. This is not you changing. This is you aligning. Because when your calling is awakening, you can't afford to be surrounded by the wrong voices. You can't waste time explaining yourself to people who don't speak your spiritual language. You can't stay emotionally available to people who drain your energy but don't feed your soul. The sudden pull toward isolation is heaven's way of telling you, prepare, something is coming. Your atmosphere needs to be clean. Your mind becomes sharper in this season. Your awareness heightens. You become sensitive to energy. You recognize things you ignored before. You feel shifts in people's intentions. You feel vibrations in rooms. You sense danger before it arrives. You sense blessings before they manifest. And then, something deeper happens. You begin to notice that you're not just avoiding people, you're being protected from them. Protected from their jealousy, protected from their energy, protected from their influence, protected from their distractions. You're not being isolated, you're being preserved. But here's the twist. This is not loneliness. This is spiritual repositioning before elevation. This silence is a setup. This quiet season is a cocoon. This inward pull is the first sign that your divine calling is waking up and making room for your next chapter. If you're feeling this deep urge to step back, to be alone, to protect your peace, it's not because something is wrong with you. It's because something is right with you. Your calling is getting louder. Your spirit is getting clearer. Your November 23rd activation is getting closer. Do you feel disconnected lately? Comment yes. Chosen one, if your emotions have been unpredictable lately, you're not losing control. You're experiencing sign number 2 of your November 23rd activation. This sign shows up quietly at first. A memory suddenly resurfaces. A feeling hits you out of nowhere. You find yourself crying without a logical reason. Your heart feels heavier one moment, lighter the next. It's like your emotions are swinging between two worlds, your past and your future. This isn't weakness. This isn't instability. This isn't anxiety. This is a spiritual cleansing, a release, a reset. In this season, heaven starts removing emotional weight you didn't even realize you were carrying. Old wounds, past disappointments, heartbreak, betrayal, childhood pain, all of it begins rising to the surface. Not to hurt you, but to leave you. You may notice random memories popping into your mind, memories you haven't thought about for years, people you forgave mentally, but not emotionally, situations you survived, but never fully healed from. These things come back not to break you, but to be released from your spirit once and for all. You might feel your chest tighten for no reason. Then a few hours later, you feel lighter, almost floaty. Your body shifts between heaviness and relief, like it's trying to purge something from deep inside. This is spiritual detox. Chosen one, before your divine calling activates, God removes every emotional block connected to your old identity. He clears out the pain. He dissolves the fear. He exposes old wounds. He brings up the memories you tried to forget, because you cannot step into your destiny carrying the weight of your history. And this is why your emotions feel so unpredictable. Some days you wake up with gratitude. Some days you feel drained. Some days you feel peaceful. Some days you feel everything at once. Your spirit knows a shift is coming, even when your mind doesn't understand it yet. This emotional wave is heaven getting rid of what future you cannot carry. Read that again. You are stepping into a chapter where your blessing is too heavy for a wounded heart to hold. Your calling is too big for broken emotions. Your purpose is too powerful to be anchored to old pain. So the emotional storm comes first. You cry suddenly, not out of weakness, but because your spirit is releasing decades of heaviness in minutes. You feel overwhelmed, not because you're unstable, but because old energy is being pushed out. You feel tired, not because you're worn down, but because your soul is recalibrating. Pay close attention. During spiritual activation seasons, your feelings become louder than your thoughts. Your body speaks what your mind suppresses. Your emotions reveal what your spirit is trying to heal. And right before a major calling activates, your emotions go through a final reset. You begin feeling random sadness, sudden joy, strange peace, deep reflection, old anger, old disappointment, unexpected hope, unexplainable clarity, all at the same time. It's confusing to the mind, but it's perfect alignment to the spirit. But here's the twist. This emotional storm is not breaking you. It's clearing your past so your calling can activate. Every tear is a release. Every memory is a lesson. Every feeling is a sign that your spirit is preparing for a new chapter. If your emotions have been loud, sudden, or overwhelming recently, you are not falling apart. You are being rebuilt. Your November 23rd activation is getting closer. Your spirit knows it. Your emotions feel it. Your destiny is responding to it. What emotion hit you this week? Share one word. Chosen one. If you've been feeling strange physical sensations lately, pressure in your head, ringing in your ears, chills out of nowhere, a strange alertness in your spirit, pay attention. This is sign number 3, one of the most powerful indicators that your November 23rd divine calling is waking up. This sign doesn't show up in your emotions. It shows up in your awareness. It's like your senses suddenly sharpen. Your intuition comes online. Your spirit becomes alert even when you don't know why. You start feeling something watching you, not in a creepy physical way, but in a spiritual way. It feels like the atmosphere around you has a heartbeat, like something invisible is trying to get your attention, like a presence is following you, not to harm you, but to guide you. You may feel pressure in your forehead or temples, almost like your mind is waking up. Sometimes it feels like a tightness, sometimes like a pulse, sometimes like heat moving around your head. Then comes the ringing, that high-pitched frequency in your ears. It lasts a few seconds, sometimes longer. Most people brush it off. You don't. Something inside you whispers, "This means something." And you're right. That ringing is not random. It is your spiritual hearing turning on. Some chosen ones report getting chills for no obvious reason. You could be sitting still. No breeze, no cold air, no fear. And suddenly your whole body shivers. Your spirit recognizes a shift your mind has not yet understood. And then there's the strangest part. You start having a quiet, unexplainable knowing that something big is coming. You can't explain it. You can't describe it. You just feel it. Your mind becomes alert. Your senses become sharper. Your awareness becomes heightened. This is spiritual alignment. This is your inner GPS waking up. This is your purpose preparing to reveal itself. Right before your divine calling activates, your spirit begins scanning everything around you. People, environments, conversations, intentions, energy, spiritual frequencies. Things that never bothered you suddenly feel off. Rooms feel different. People feel different. Words feel different. You might feel irritated in certain places. You might feel comforted in others. You might feel pulled toward silence, pulled toward stillness, pulled toward reflection. This is your spirit tuning into a higher frequency, a frequency aligned with your calling. And listen carefully. Feelings like these don't come from fear. They don't come from overthinking. They don't come from paranoia. They come from activation. Chosen ones feel the shift long before the shift arrives. Your intuition is the early warning system of your destiny. Right before breakthrough seasons, spiritual sensitivity gets stronger. Your dreams shift. Your body reacts. Your awareness deepens. Your spirit becomes alert to things you used to overlook. You may suddenly know who's for you and who's against you. You may sense danger before it appears. You may feel blessings approaching before you see them. Your spirit becomes louder than your logic, and that is why your mind feels more alert, why your senses feel sharper, why your energy feels heightened. But here's the twist. This is not fear. This is your spiritual sensitivity turning on. This is your calling awakening. This is your inner guidance activating. This is heaven pulling you toward alignment. If you've been feeling spiritual alerts lately, chills, pressure, ringing, awareness, you're not imagining things. You're being prepared. You're being guided. You're being activated. Your November 23rd shift is already touching your spirit, long before it touches your physical world. Have you been feeling spiritual alerts? Comment, Paykarn, chosen one. If the last few days or weeks have felt chaotic, confusing, or strangely inconvenient, you're not experiencing random problems. You're witnessing sign number 4 and sign number 5 of your November 23rd activation. These two signs work together. They show up back to back. They shake your life first, then push you exactly where you're meant to go. Let's start with sign number 4, the divine disruption. This is when your life begins breaking in places you didn't expect. Plans fall apart suddenly. People distance themselves for no reason. Events get canceled. Opportunities slip away. Things slow down. Delays become heavier than usual. It feels like the universe is closing every door at the same time. You try to move forward, but everything feels blocked. You try to stay consistent, but nothing flows normally. You try to hold on, but things keep slipping out of your hands. Most people mistake this season as bad luck. Chosen ones know better. Divine disruption happens right before divine direction. When your calling is about to activate, God begins removing anything that isn't aligned with your next chapter. He ends connections you would have stayed stuck in. He breaks plans that were too small for your destiny. He stops opportunities that were beneath your potential. He delays things you weren't meant to chase. The slowdown is protection. The ending is redirection. The disruption is preparation. Then comes sign number 5, the sudden redirection. After everything breaks, everything suddenly begins to shift. New ideas start hitting your mind out of nowhere. Ideas you've never had before. Ideas that make sense instantly. Ideas that feel like they come from a higher place. Your confidence begins to rise again. Quietly, steadily. You start feeling ready for something you can't explain. Your creativity gets stronger. Your intuition becomes louder. You feel pulled toward a new path, even if you don't know the whole destination. Then something bigger happens. Random opportunities begin appearing. A message, a call, a new connection, a chance that wasn't available yesterday. Something small that opens something big. And as this is happening, the universe starts sending you angel numbers. 1111, 222, 717, 555. 1111, destiny alignment. 222, divine protection. 717, spiritual activation. 555, major life transformation. These numbers don't show up because you're curious. They show up because heaven is speaking through symbols your spirit recognizes. You'll see them on receipts, on clocks, on billboards, on license plates, on messages, over and over again. Not once, not twice, but repeatedly. And every time you see them, something inside you whispers, I know this means something. And you're right. Remember this. Your calling always sends signs before it sends blessings. Your destiny always warns you before it shifts you. Your spirit always knows before your life changes. So when you're losing things and gaining things in the same season, that's not confusion, that's activation. But here's the twist. These disruptions are not setbacks. They're divine pushes toward your real calling. The doors that closed weren't meant for you. The people who left weren't aligned with your purpose. The delays were hidden protection. The endings were silent redirections. The new ideas you're feeling, the sudden confidence rising inside you, the angel numbers showing up, the unexpected opportunities appearing. These are confirmations that your November 23rd destiny shift is already in motion. If your life feels like it's falling apart and coming together at the same time, you're right on schedule. Your calling is not coming. It's already here. Have you seen repeating numbers? Drop them below. Chosen one. Before every divine elevation, before every destiny shift, before every spiritual promotion, there is a battle. And if you've been feeling pressure, resistance, or unexpected attacks lately, you are not imagining it. You're experiencing sign number 6 of your November 23rd calling activation. This sign shows up when you are closest to your breakthrough. It's the moment right before you rise, when the enemy throws everything it can to break your focus, your peace, and your confidence. Let's begin with the first symptom. Strange, intense dreams. Dreams that feel too real. Dreams that wake you up at night. Dreams that leave you confused or uneasy. Dreams that feel symbolic or heavy. Your spirit is fighting battles your mind doesn't fully understand. Your dreams reveal what's happening behind the scenes. Then comes the next symptom. Attacks from jealous people. People who never had an issue with you suddenly act cold. People who stayed silent suddenly start competing with you. People who once supported you begin throwing shade, gossip, or attitude. People misunderstand you, even when you say nothing wrong. These aren't coincidences. When your calling begins to activate, your light exposes people's hidden intentions. Your elevation triggers their insecurity. Then comes the confusion. Random confusion for no reason. You forget small things. You feel distracted easily. You feel mentally scattered. Your thoughts feel blurry or heavy. This is spiritual interference, a last attempt to make you doubt yourself before you rise. Then something else happens. Unexpected arguments or conflicts, a disagreement at work, a misunderstanding at home, a petty fight with someone close, someone twisting your words, someone projecting their issues onto you. These moments aren't about the situation. They're designed to drain your energy, break your peace, and throw you off alignment. And then, right before elevation, comes the most intense symptom of all. Heavy spiritual pressure. Your chest feels tight at random times. You feel tension in your shoulders or back. You feel spiritually weighed down. You sense a silent resistance. You feel like something is trying to stop you. But listen closely. This pressure is not a sign of defeat. It's a sign of transition. You're not being attacked because you're weak. You're being attacked because you're dangerous to darkness. Your presence disrupts the enemy's plans. Your calling threatens spiritual forces that relied on your old self. The warfare intensifies not because you're losing, but because you're winning. Right before a major breakthrough, jealousy increases, confusion rises, tension builds, dreams intensify, emotions heighten. People act strange, energy feels heavy. Why? Because your spirit is stepping into a higher dimension. And everything that cannot follow you tries one last time to hold on. This is spiritual pressure before spiritual promotion. Read that again. Every chosen one experiences a deep battle right before elevation. Your mind gets louder. Your emotions get sensitive. Your atmosphere shifts. Your intuition becomes sharper. Your spirit becomes alert. You feel like something is coming because something is coming. And here's the truth most people never hear. But here's the twist. This warfare is not a sign that something is wrong. It is proof that your calling is waking up, and the enemy can't stop it. The closer you get to your November 23rd activation, the heavier the pressure feels, because your breakthrough is about to break open. The spiritual attacks are confirmation, not rejection. Every dream, every conflict, every strange moment is evidence that your destiny is shifting. You're not being defeated, you're being launched. Chosen one. If you've been experiencing spiritual warfare lately, your elevation is already in motion. Comment, I am protected. Chosen one. You've made it to the final sign. And this one is the clearest confirmation that your November 23rd destiny activation is already touching your spirit. This sign isn't loud. It's not dramatic. It doesn't come with chaos or confusion. It comes quietly. Sign number 7. The calm before the calling activates. You start feeling a deep, unexplainable calm, a peace that doesn't match your circumstances. People may be acting strange. Plans may be shifting. Life may feel unstable. Yet you feel still. Your mind becomes quiet, almost peaceful. The overthinking stops. The worry drops. Something inside you says, everything will make sense soon. This is not denial. This is alignment. Then comes something deeper, a deep inner knowing. It's not a thought. It's not a guess. It's not wishful thinking. It's a knowing. You suddenly feel like your life is about to change. You don't know how. You don't know when. You don't know who will be involved. But your spirit knows something is about to shift. You begin receiving sudden clarity. A random decision becomes obvious. A direction becomes clear. A truth reveals itself instantly. Your intuition goes from quiet to loud. Your spirit goes from confused to aware. Your path becomes visible in ways it wasn't before. Then, the most sacred part of this sign appears. A physical shift in your chest or stomach. Some chosen ones describe it as a flutter, a drop, a warm wave, a pull, a release. This is your spirit adjusting to a new frequency, your calling's frequency. And finally, God gives you personal confirmation. It could be in a dream, a message, a number, a conversation, a whisper in your spirit, a feeling so strong it stops you in your tracks. It's a moment when heaven says, this is it. You're ready. This sign proves that your divine calling is no longer approaching. It's here. But here's the twist. Your calling won't activate slowly. It will activate all at once after November 23rd. One shift, one moment, one divine alignment. Everything changes. Your confidence rises. Your ideas accelerate. Your purpose becomes louder. Your energy becomes sharper. Your spirit becomes stronger. Your path becomes clearer. Your blessings begin to move quickly. That's why you feel calm. That's why you feel ready. That's why your spirit is quiet and steady. The activation is not coming. It's already in motion. Now breathe, because what happens next is sacred. This is where you align your spirit with your assignment. The Divine Calling Activation Prayer. Slow, cinematic, prophetic. Audience repeats after you. God, prepare my spirit, align my steps, strengthen my purpose, remove every distraction around me, clear every fear inside me, guide me into the calling you created for my life. Open my eyes to see my path. Open my ears to hear your direction. Open my heart to receive your instruction. Shift my atmosphere. Elevate my mindset. Awaken my gifts. Protect my journey. I stand in agreement with my destiny. I step into my divine assignment. I accept my November 23rd activation. My calling is awakened. My purpose is rising. My future is unfolding. I am chosen. I am ready. I am aligned. Whisper, cinematic. Chosen one. Your calling just shifted. Your spirit just unlocked. Your next chapter begins now. God, prepare me. Prepare my mind. Prepare my heart. Prepare my spirit for what you're about to release. Activate my calling. Activate every gift inside me. Activate every purpose that has been sleeping in my soul. Activate the strength, the courage, and the clarity I will need for this next chapter. Remove every distraction. Remove every voice that pulls me away from your direction. Remove every person who does not belong in my destiny. Remove every fear, every doubt, every insecurity that tries to block my growth. Strengthen my spirit. Strengthen my faith when I feel weak. Strengthen my focus when I feel overwhelmed. Strengthen my confidence when I forget who I am. Strengthen my heart so I do not break under pressure. Guide my steps. Guide my decisions. Guide my relationships. Guide my energy. Guide me into rooms, into opportunities, and into assignments that carry my name on them. Order my steps so I walk into alignment and not confusion. Reveal my purpose. Reveal what I am meant to do. Reveal the doors I must walk through. Reveal the habits I must break. Reveal the gifts I must use. Reveal the strength you placed inside me since birth. Protect my path. Protect my name. Protect my home. Protect my spirit. Protect me from every unseen attack. Protect me from people who smile publicly but compete silently. Protect me from energy that tries to drain me before I rise, and align me with the destiny you created for me. Align my heart with your plan. Align my mind with your wisdom. Align my steps with your timing. Align my spirit with the version of me that is already chosen, already called, already prepared. I surrender anything that is not part of my purpose. I release anyone who cannot go with me into my next chapter. I break agreement with fear. I break agreement with doubt. I break agreement with limitation. I step into clarity. I step into growth. I step into healing. I step into supernatural guidance. I step into divine activation. God, let your will be louder than my worry. Let your purpose be stronger than my past. Let your guidance pull me into the future you designed for me. Today, right now, in this very moment, I accept my calling. I accept my alignment. I accept my transformation. I accept the path you set before me. I accept the destiny that has always been mine. My spirit is open. My heart is ready. My faith is rising. My calling is awakening. And my life is shifting. Whisper ending. Slow, cinematic, destiny charge. Chosen one, if you heard this, if your spirit reacted, if your heart felt a pull, your calling is already waking up. November 23rd is not just a date, it's the doorway to your next chapter. The shift has already started. Your activation has already begun. Your destiny is already unfolding. Prepare yourself, because everything in your life is about to change.